I'll stop complaining when there's nothing left to complain about.
Mother Nature never ceases to amaze. Through all the post-war devastation, the sunrise is still quite impressive.
Shut up, Codsworth. Fruit Loop robot.
Please, just... I need to be alone right now.
No one cares, June. Okay. Let's try and see if everything is working. Hooray! The correct thing loaded on Twitch. Yay! Just gonna check my audio real quick here for you all. Thanks, Nocturnia. That was... couldn't have done without that. Yeah. Okay. Sound is working on Twitch. Wonderful. Everyone likes when the sound works. So, let me grab a link for everyone on Facebook. Not that anyone cares. Be more helpful if I could spell. Alright, so we got sound, I got links posted. Let's go see what this new damn DLC is all about. I downloaded it earlier and it was just shy of 50 megabytes, so either they didn't add much content or they added it via the last patch. I'm under the impression that this is largely a crafting DLC, so let's see what all they added. And nothing new there. Structures, why don't I expect them to have made prefabs? This is my Sanctuary settlement, Sanctuary Hills. It is one of my more developed settlements. I love crafting and building shit in workshops in this game. I really do. I'm not even gonna lie. What fences do we have? Same old crap? Structures miscellaneous. I'm pretty sure we had these cages before. Spiked poles, no one cares about. Yeah, in case you want to make your oasis in the wasteland look more inhospitable and shitty. Tents. Oh, look at that. That's new, I think. I don't remember being able to make buses before. Why the hell you would make buses is beyond me. Well, they could serve as decent walls. They seem to be very picky about where they'll clip, though, so... Ah, truck beds. Wonderful. I can even go inside this one. This would make a nice little house, I suppose. What else have we got here? Oh, maybe I should look at the plus sign. Structures, containers, shelves, tables, furniture. Don't see any plus signs here. Miscellaneous. What miscellaneous things do we have? Campfires. Could we always build campfires? Now I can't even remember. Well, that'll make Nocturnia happy. She likes the idea of being able to build campfires. Candles? That seems new. Cat bowl? I wonder if it can lure a cat. Doubt it. Another container. I remember being able to build a crib and a doghouse. Fire barrel, lawn flamingo, milk vending machine, blah 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 blah. Let's get out of the potted plants, trash bin, trash can, wall sconce. Meat bags. Why aren't you showing up? Oh. Okay, I don't have enough blood packs to build you. Let me go see something real quick. Structures, miscellaneous. Yeah, so I'm thinking the ones with the plus on them are new, so I'm probably just getting excited over stuff we already had that I didn't know we had. Miscellaneous. What here has a plus? Okay. Wall sconces are new. They don't seem to light up anything for crap, though, so what's the point? A lot of this doesn't appear to be anything new. That's not new. Oil lamp, you're new. Not much light from you, though. Lawn flamingos. Okay, the fire barrel is new. That's neat, I suppose. Cat bowl is new. Candles are new. Yep, the campfire is new. Wonderful. So you can build your own campfires. Huzzah! Power generators. We have a new generator? Oh yeah, that's fucking nice. So apparently Bethesda has added a fusion generator that produces all the power you could ever fucking need. Wonderful, wonderful. Now I won't need to have 4 lesser generators. Well, then again, a problem with power in settlements usually isn't your overall power total. Because unless you go crazy building lights... Ah, fuck. I just built that sign in Spectacle Island. Now I can power the whole thing. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. A reason why you might want to have a lot of small generators like this big fucker up here
My systems are continuing
mostly has to do with settlement size. You can see in the upper right of my screen that my little size bar is pretty full. Building a lot of smaller generators in areas where you need power is often a better idea than just building one big centralized power source, because then you have to run lines and put up pylons, and that starts eating away at your settlement size. So in some circumstances, this fusion generator is going to be pretty fucking epic. Like, if you want to build a lot of little monitors so you can put up flashy signs and shit, because each one of those monitors costs 1 power, and, you know, essentially think pixel words. If you want to spell anything out, you're going to need 20, 30 of them. So that helps immensely with that. That is cool. Oh, look at that. More miscellaneous. What do we have? Ah, we have smaller light boxes. Yeah, these are the things I was talking about. Light boxes, you build them, they take 1 power each. You can change their color by hooking them up to a terminal. Essentially, you're going to make them spell shit. Now they've added quarter-size light boxes that don't have a specific power cost. Although I've noticed that even things like lights that... Oh, you take 1 whole power. Right. Things like lights that say they require electricity, but they don't require any specific amount. It's kind of obscure and additive As in, they do seem to take a specific amount of power, but it's less than 1. So if you string lights up everywhere, eventually some of your lights just aren't gonna light up until you build more power, and yeah, electricity can be a hassle. Well, what new lights do we have? We have this, whatever the hell this is. A cage wall light? Okay. Well, that's neat. Oh, you can build your own damn street lights now? Well, that'll make the settlements look a little more homey. Traffic lights, that was necessary. Ceiling lights, I wonder how much these light up. Because the problem with a lot of the early lights is they just don't illuminate much, you know? So, kind of a big what's the fucking point? I'll have to play around with these in a settlement that's less established. I don't feel like picking this place apart. Oh, look at that, subway lights. That's fucking cool. So, Bethesda, adding a bunch of lights to the game we probably should have had at the get-go, but hey, let's not nitpick. Alright, let's see what miscellaneous things I have besides the small light box. Yeah, you don't need a traffic light in this game, Jared. Not at all. No reason, no way, no how. It's not like anyone's fucking driving anywhere, you know? I guess just for flavor, you don't need any of this stuff, so... Oversized Nixie tube? Huh. Huh? Hey, look at that! A light. Okay, well, that's... Wait. A decontamination arc? Does that shit actually work? Because that would be fucking awesome if it worked. I'm going to build myself a decontamination thing here. Alright. And I'm going to hook you up. Are you powered? Okay, let's go catch some rads.
Yeah.
Ew. That wasn't catching rads, I was just falling like an idiot. Alright, good thing there's a bunch of water over here. And I do not have the Aqua Boy, Aqua Girl perk, so I'm just gonna go sit in some water. Yeah. Come on, irradiate me. Okay, I seem to be regenning... No, I'm just not taking rads. Okay. I do regenerate some rads. There we go. Now I'm sitting in water, so I should start taking some significant radiation damage. Oops, my drink coaster fell down. Irradiate faster, damn it! When you want to get irradiated, you never can. Nocturnia is gonna freak the fuck out if you can actually just remove all your rads. And if you can do that with a decontamination chamber, that's gonna make survival mode considerably easier and will make chems even more redundant in this game. I want to get irradiated. Hurry up, water. You're so freaking lazy. That should be enough rads. And the problem with having walled off my entire settlement is now I need to get back in. Check out my awesome junk gate into Sanctuary. That was more difficult to build than you realize. Some things in this game, you look at them and go, oh, that's okay. That's neat, I guess. It takes a lot of time and fucking around to get some of this stuff built. When it really shouldn't, but, you know. I better hurry before my rads heal on their own. Damn you, solar powered! No? Oh. Ah! That's fucking epic. Wonderful. Now you can cure your rads at any settlement for free. So much for fucking Radaway, huh?
It's a pleasure to serve with you, ma'am.
Okay. Well, Nocturnia is gonna dig that something fierce. Let's see what signs we have. Oh, okay. So you can just spell out little things. That's neat. I'm a fan. You can expect all my settlements to be coming lit up and pretty. Ah, and different colors for each one. Yellow, blue, blah, signs. You have this whole category, and the only sign you have in it is open. Oh, Bethesda. No new defenses? Oh, new turrets. This is going to be fun. What turrets do we have? This isn't new. I've had this. And they didn't work right. These spotlights, they're annoying as shit when the enemy uses them because they track you and they focus on you and make it hard to sneak, but when you create them, they're very picky about where they want to go. They have to be somewhere high, and when you load a game, it seems to not want to keep them moving in between loads. So then you have to go into your workshop crafting section and select them and unselect them, and they start moving again. I take it are you working on the evil guide? The infamous Borderlands 2. You added more water? What new water? Oh. A powered water pump produces 10 water, and it doesn't need a water source. Wonderful. That's fucking excellent. Okay. I will explain why I'm excited about this. Previously, unless you had a water source, you could only build water pumps, which give you 3 water, and you need about 1 per settler, which is fine. But then if you have a settlement like mine, where you have 27 people, 26, this is rounded up to 27 because you'd need 27 of them, 27 water. You'd have to build 9 of these damn things. Now, you only have to build 3 of these. Granted, it takes up power, but now you have a bigger power generator, so that's fucking cool. I'm A-okay with this. You can build individual plots of dirt to grow crops. That is so fucking awesome. There are settlements in this game that are really kind of shitty for people to live on. Can you even put this indoors? Let me find something. Yes, you can. So, I guess you can now garden anywhere. Oh, Nocturnia is going to have a fit. A good kind of fit. Alright. Previously, you could only plant crops directly into the ground, which makes sense. Well, now you can take the ground wherever the hell you want. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm going to be spending some time just playing with all my settlements again. I can already tell. No new crafting places. Cages! This is what I'm looking for. This is where all the new DLC shit's gonna come up. Small cages. I need softshell mirelurk meat? Oh, okay. So, with this, I can lure a cat to my settlement, apparently. This allows me to lure a dog, a mole rat, a mutant hound. Okay, so I was under the impression... Alright, different sizes. Build a... Come on, that has to be a fucking joke, Bethesda. Free! Caps, guns, and ammo! What kind of gunner is gonna fall for that? You'd have to be a frickin' moron. Oh, I can't wait to see the Raider one. Where's the Raider one? Insect cage. What insects do they even have? Oh, blood bugs, I guess. Yeah. This is almost farcical. Free shit! And then he can lure a gunner in here. I like it. That's hilarious. A raider cage! Well, I think I know what it takes to lure raiders, since, one of the components for this is jet, so... I guess gunners you lure with caps and ammo, and...
I know I'm not the only...
raiders you lure with drugs. Let me go get some of these components so I can build shit. This is where I put all my consumables. I don't care about being over encumbered, because I've got strong back and plenty of stamina. I don't think I'm going to be building any of this stuff here, mostly because Sanctuary is kind of getting up in size and just kind of seems unseemly to build capture cages in the middle of one of your more established settlements, you know what I mean? Let's look at some of these large cages. Brahmin cage? Well, right, I wanted to look at the Raider one. Yep. Jet, Psycho, Medax, come get your fix, buddy! Free! You'd have to be a strung-up moron to fall for that. Oh, man. Super mutants. I guess you just need to provide meat for a super mutant. That's fine, they're not very bright. A Brahmin cage. Lure Brahmin to your settlements. Death Claw. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Lure a Mirelurk. A Rad Scorpion. A Rad Stag. Yao Guy. Arena Contestant Blue Team. Arena Contestant Red Team. Oh, okay. That's kind of a cheap and simple way to go about having an arena. So I need to capture anything before I can see how this works. What the hell does this do? Okay. So this helps them relax, I guess, so then you can have them attend your arena fights. You're gonna need some perks to make this work. But apparently, I guess, once you do that, you can have non-hostile death claws and whatnot wandering around your settlement. I'd assume that you can assign captured creatures to either one of these and then have them fight. But I'm not sure how the specifics of this would work. If you would need to build like an enclosed space and then have cages built into it facing the interior of what should be your arena, and then just assign different creatures to these teams, which I think is what you would need to do. So that's a lot of building. That's a lot of building.
I wonder how long my systems will endure these rugged conditions.
Shut up, robot. Alright. Well, let's test this out. I'm gonna go to a bigger settlement where I can build a lot more shit. Good old Spectacle Island over here. And then, I guess I will go capture some things, test some of these cages out, and, I'll see how making an arena works. Do 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 do, gotta love the load times. Ah, of course it's nighttime. I can't see shit. Alright, well, there's one way to fix this. Oh, yeah, normal mortal men might need to farm resources to get all these trophies, but you, sir, are talking to Haeravon. And if you were looking at any of my resource counts when I was messing with any of this stuff, you would have noticed that I am a god among men. I already have more resources than I know what to do with. So, right. This was the almighty Haeravon sign I built earlier. Come on, how cool is that? That's fucking awesome. The only problem is, I built it before they added all this fun new stuff. So, each one of these little lights required a unit of power. Each one of these generators added 10 power. And now they are just a complete waste. Well, these generators only add 3, but now I can just go ahead and build you, good sir, you. And all of you should be interconnected. Alright, let's connect you to the terminal. Huh? Are you all working? I got it? Yeah! See how much easier that is? That's fucking wonderful. Okay. Now, I don't know if I want to keep this sign. I mean, for one thing, it's lopsided a little. And off-centered. So you can see that it is going off the edge of the roof here. Whereas here it's flush with the roof. It's a minor gripe, but I might want to build a more sophisticated one out of those tiny light boxes. Those quarter-size ones. It would allow me to have a less primitive Haeravon image. I think I would just build a wall of those tiny things in a straight line across this roof. Assuming I didn't want it somewhere else. Of course. So, now that I have all that power, everything seems to be working. All my light boxes are lit up. All my water is functioning. I have plenty of space to build. I can afford to be extravagant. Oh, can I not build you here? Yes, I can. Just gotta be very picky. There we go. Oh. Now, how to hook you up. Where did you go? Right across to you? Nope. Is that too far away? How to get you... Nope, you're at the edge of your building. Stop it. Right here. Or are you just going to be too far away no matter what? Oh, are you clipping through the roof? Well, guess what then? You don't get a roof. How do you like that? And voila, power. That's just wasteful. That's too much. Whatever. I have the resources. I'll build what I want. Okay, now... I didn't want to build a arena in my other settlement because it was right in the middle of everything. And that just seemed kind of gaudy, right? But this place is huge, so... First, let me store all my meat in a workshop. Transfer... No, I don't want to pick anything up. Blah, 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 blah. This is hundreds of hours worth of chems and food. Yeah. And then I will find a spot to build my arena. I think I'm just going to build some cages to start out with and see how long that takes. And then I will build those red and blue team pads. Try to make my capturees fight. And then if it works out right, I will build an arena with that in mind. I think that will be the game plan for today. Build... What was one of the trophies? Build one of every type of cage or something like that. It's a lot of different cages there, I have to admit. This flat away would make a nice enough spot. Hello. And apparently I've been attacked from over here because there are dead men's guns lying around. I think this area here might make a fine spot for an arena. I could build it into this hillside here. I could build it over here as well, but I don't see a need to space things out that much. And hey, if I cared to power this whole thing up, I could put a generator up in this useless structure, which I can't break down because Bethesda hates me. Have a generator up here and have it powering my arena. Alright. Now, before I do any crazy building crap, which I may come to regret, I'm going to save my game, so you all are probably getting a black screen right now. Never fear. Your loving Haeravon will be back to you in a moment. I'm just going to save my game so I can takesies, backsies, anything I later regret building. Okay, now, let me show you some tricks of the building process. Building floors and crap kind of sucks because the game is very picky about what it lets you build where, and if you go up any slopes or anything, you're going to have a bad time building structures. A way around this is to use these shack foundations, these big blocks of concrete, and they are good because you can stack them on each other and the game is ridiculously lenient about what it will let you build these things into. You can sink them almost all the way into the ground, and you can have a nice, aesthetically pleasing, flat surface on which to build better shit. Which is why you will see in the settlements I have developed more and built later in my building career, tend to have these, because it allows me to conquer the terrain. You would never be able to get some of these structures without using these concrete foundations. So I love them because it lets me build whatever the hell I want, more or less where I want. They also make really great walls too, so and one cheat you can use if you want buildings lined up with each other, which I admit I don't usually want, is you can just go from an existing place and build outward like so, and this can set up a foundation for what you might want to end up building. Like if I want these two buildings to be flush with each other, if I build across from here like this, I can then take down most of these concrete blocks that I don't want later, like so. Yay! Now, the only problem with this right here is there are some spaces off the ground, which I am not a fan of. So, I will try to build here, and then line these up as best I can. By the way, this is all completely extraneous. You do not need to do any of this crap to build anything in this game, really. Most people will do a lot less work and go, good enough. But that is not the Haeravon way, damn it. If I cannot waste absurd amounts of time doing it, it's not worth doing. So, how flush are we? Are we good? I might have to call this even enough. Even enough. And then use this as my standard for everything else, because I don't think we're going to get lower ground to the point where I will need to make anything lower than this. Now, I assume there's going to be some height clipping here. But that is okay in my book. There's not that much, really, is there? How straight did I get this? Not that straight at all. So, the process of nitpicking begins. And you are the first ground one, so you're the one who needs to be tweaked. Huh? I can see that you're just not straight flush at all, so let's try and work you. Huh? We got something looking better now. Okay, let's see how this goes. Not quite flush, but are you flush enough so that I won't cry later? Alright, it doesn't like to let you snap things onto a lower floor area if you have a higher one on top of it, so you kind of have to build the lower layer more or less first, and then start working on the upper layer on top of it, but you're going off a little bit this way, but it might not be enough to make me care. So, let's do this. Alright. Very good. Wonderful. And it looks straight enough to me. Missile launcher! Get in the workshop. Okay, so this is a good foundation, good starting point for my future arena. Quick save the game real quick, because I don't want to have to do all that measuring again. Excellent. Oh, come on, guys. Pick up after yourselves. Stupid murdered people. Alright, now, if this isn't going to be the outer extent of my arena, I don't think. Go away, quick button. So let us try and build out over this way a bit, see how much leeway we have. I'm not going to want to build too much closer if I want to use that. You going to let me put you into the ground here? No? I'll just have to live with that gap. Which I can and will. I shall live with it. And... yeah, you can't even see it. Okay. So, I think this will be the furthest over to this direction my proposed arena will go. And I can still build a wall there, so I guess this will be as far over as it goes, at least at this elevation. And... why'd I get rid of you? I needed you. Get back there. You don't get freedom yet. So, I don't need you. Probably should check to see if... yes, I can build that. Wonderful. Okay, so if this is the outer wall, let me see what I can do about building cages into one side of this arena. Now, the cages... they don't seem to have any, like, holding cells that I'm aware of. So... uh-oh, why are you being picky about where I can build? Does it need to be on dirt? Because that would change a lot of things. Or does it just need to be on flat ground? Let me build you out further so I can see exactly what you're being temperamental about. Some more of my lovelies. Oh, why are you getting unhappy, settlement? I'm building you an arena. Fucking blood sport. If it's good enough for the Romans, it should be good enough for you. Fucking Wastelanders these days. They're so fucking moody. Okay, given the hill, this second layer here might actually have to be my ground floor. They don't have any contraptions that let you raise up the lions into the arena. There's my idiot savant triggering. That is the least politically correct thing about this game, and I absolutely adore it. Your character has a chance to gain bonus experience, and they giggle like an absolute retard, and it is fantastic. Makes Nocturnia giggle like a little child herself every time. Okay, so that should be a nice flat area. Let's see what cages I can build on you. My OCD is telling me they all need to be straightened, but I will resist. I will resist! Alright. Okay, just needs a flat surface. So I can build a Deathclaw cage here. Cages let you capture a variety of creatures and enemies. Cages will only work when powered. They have a chance to catch something while you sleep or while you're away from your settlement. You'll usually catch something within a week or less. Can release it whenever you want by cutting power to the cage. The cage will also open if it is damaged. Definitely need to build a big wall around my arena so that raiders can't just free my critters. Note that keeping captured creatures and enemies will increase the chance of your settlement being attacked. That's fine. This settlement has plenty of defense. Some captured creatures are always tame. Some are hostile unless you have a beta wave emitter turned on when the creature is released. Captured raiders, gunners, and super mutants are always hostile. Well, that's fine. I plan to make them fight each other anyways, so you can be hostile all you want. As long as you are hostile for the crowd! Alrighty. Now, one problem with this arena that I'm already seeing, I want this stuff to be powered, but I also want my arena to be protected by a wall. So, I might have to have an internal power source, or else I'm not going to be able to... Well, no, I can build power to go up, over, and around any walls I build. So never mind, that won't be an issue. So, let me build my generator for this proposed arena. I build a Deathclaw cage. Can I build you here? You know, thinking about it from a more nuanced point of view now, it comes to my attention that leaving your generator that powers your Deathclaw cages out in the open where anyone can shoot them, that might not be the best of ideas. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep my generator inside my arena. How about that? Because I don't want one errant missile releasing all my captives. That would kind of just compound the issue, I think. Yeah, so we won't do that. We will build the power supply internally. And I'm sorry, guys, I held off as long as I could. I could not stand these being going different directions any longer. So I'm going to have to move this cage because that was apparently the thing that was keyed to. And I suppose for now I'll just build the ground floor and capture 2 enemies and let them fight. I suppose that's what I'll do for now. And we will see how that goes. No sense in fully stocking an arena if you don't have proof of concept, right? How is this bush growing through my... I wish I could get rid of bushes. I really do. Sigh. Okay. And... elevation is going to support me here, but I think I'm going to need a lower level over there. But one step at a time. Yeah, if I go any further over here, I'm going to need a lower level. So let us build this lower level if we can. I'll need to get rid of you to do it. Thank you. Now, let me expand you far across as I care to. Ooh, even my lower level's too high over here. I don't want to build a lower level, but I don't want my arena to look shoddy either. And everyone knows all this stuff is of grand importance, so I'm just going to have to suck it up and build a lower foundation. A little bit of a gap there, but as long as it's aligned, I don't care too much, because I can just move it. So let's see how you are going. And this is consuming vast quantities of wood. Fortunately, pro tip, you can buy wood from... I can't remember his name. The dude who sells baseball paraphernalia at Diamond City. He will sell you wood. He is one of the few merchants who sells wood. I guess I can bring you out all the way here. Probably don't need this much space. Maybe I should orient the cages... No, maybe I'll just build multi-levels. We'll see how this goes. This was a little off-center, but since there are so few platforms on this level, I don't think it matters that much.
Yeah.
Yes, idiot savant. Thank you. Wow, that's triggering all the damn time. Of course, that didn't help me get a lower level structure built over here, so that was kind of stupid of a waste of time. So I guess I'm just going to have to build you. No, you're not going to let me build it here, huh? Oh. I guess it doesn't need to be interior, because I can just cover it up. Get out of the way, settler! There we go. That's good enough. A little gap never killed anyone. Especially with a crafting system that is this imprecise. Come on. No, now you twisted too far. Ooh, did that do it? That might have done it. Still see a little gap, but that's a little gap I can live with. Another tip about crafting in Fallout 4, assuming you don't have like a PC or something and therefore have a system better designed to do it. Nah, I didn't line these up good at all. Oh, no, you're just not centered to either side. I don't think you two are lined up anyways, or else he'd be snapping. Some objects, like these foundation blocks... Yeah, you're not lined up at all. Wow, that was stupid. Some of these foundation objects will decide to be more generous about where they will place if you can snap them onto something else. Even if it won't normally place there while you're snapping it freeform, sometimes it will if you have another object for it to snap to. And you're just kind of floating off into the air. And unbalanced, so... I cannot possibly let this stand as minor of an issue as it is. You are just going to be a non-starter. So let's try to match you up with here. I'm going to have to bring you up. Alright. Conversely, you don't want things snapping to each other when you're trying to move them around, or else they won't move around. Yeah, this boneheaded thing here, I should probably not have it mismatch that blatantly. Come on. There we go. I imagine crafting is roughly 80 bajillion times better on the PC, because modders probably took away a lot of the... I'd hope, anyways. I haven't looked at any mods. I don't want to start crying over a game I'm not going to possess on a platform I'm not going to play it on for 4 or 5 years, but I'm sure they took out a lot of clipping things and added a bunch of new stuff, but for us console people, we can only get what Bethesda gives us for now. So you still need to be a tiny bit higher. And a tiny bit further out. Hey, you still don't look lined up. Not at all. It doesn't need to be perfect, but I am going for close enough. That might do it. So let's see how you look. You look a lot better than you did. You'll never get everything perfect, but that looks better. So... Oh, come on, Ledge. Quit being an asshole. There we go. Now, let's rebuild this. Hopefully with less failure. I think I already have a settler standing around idly in my damn arena. Don't you have a job? Get to work. You do. You're supposed to be scavenging. Fucking lazy settlers. Alright, that seems to be lined up a lot better. Not perfect, but better. And the second ring here should be a perfect little loop. And if it clips with the lower level, who cares? Ah, I'm surprised by how flush that is. Given I'm using 2 analog sticks and eyeballs to do it. Okay, and now I realize I'm wasting time doing something that could have been done before this DLC, but damn it. I will not have a half-assed arena. And, well, I don't need to build any ladders yet. I'll just go around the far side. And now... Alright, that's a sizable little area for my arena, don't you think? I think so. So we will dispense with using the floor, our foundations, because we can now just use normal floors. I kind of want to have a pit for this arena to give it that lovely arena-y feel, but you know what? I think if I build a pit or a lower level, well, I could just kind of have it going off into this little grassy death area and build a bunch of ladders up to it. Maybe that'll be more photogenic and give it a proper arena feel, and then I won't have to build up anymore. The only problem with that is I will have to put some blocks here so this looks less assy, but that seems far, far simpler than what I was doing, so let's just do that. You gonna love me and snap? No, you're not. Yeah, this is the only negative side, is that this one isn't gonna want to go in here. But they might clip through each other to the point where it doesn't matter, so I'm just going to build one freeform. Alright. Oh, you're snapping to the wrong one. Snap to this one. There you go. No, you're not going to snap to that. Ah, you're a bastard. Okay. So it'll snap to this, but not that. I might just have to live with this little gap, which I don't even think is visible from the outside. Dude, settler! Go the hell away! Go over there. Go! Oh, I hate you so much. There you are. Alright, get the fuck out of my way. There we are. Now... are you kidding me? I can find something to cover that up, I think. Ah, that's eating my ass. What could I use to fix you? There aren't many things that will tolerate going into the ground. These shack foundations are some of the few things that do. Which is why it's unfortunate that you're not going to tolerate this. What are you doing? Get out of here. I'm trying to build shack foundations. Muppet. Okay. I can't even get it that low, huh? Maybe if I get it just low... Now you snap! See how inconsistent this game is with its snapping rules? That's why you gotta fidget around with crap, because you never know what's gonna work and what's not gonna work. Until you just mess with it 1,000 different ways. Now, one way I can build a floor to the arena is just by making a bunch of steps, or a bunch of ladders going down. Which I think I will do. Get out of here, you chump! And fortunately, these ladders tend to have very high ground tolerance, and they snap to each other, so I should be able to get most of them. And that's not even necessary, is it? Nope, run right up it. So, that right now is the tentative plan for this arena's layout. I can have cages over there, cages over here. And then I can just let them go in this roughly shaped pit. What do I care if the ground is irregular? Hell, I might even throw some bits of cover in, some fencing, to make it more interesting. It is looking a little small now, but I can always expand it later if I care to. But we will just work with this for now. I'm thinking, could I expand you out over this way? Yeah, that would be a lot of height, though. A lot of height, a lot of height, a lot of height. So I'm not sure I necessarily want to do that. And I do need to enclose this entire area off, or else it's not going to be a very good arena. It'll just be a way to get my own settlers killed. But that shouldn't be too much trouble, because I can build yet another level on top of this one. And who knows, maybe I can even put some benches or seating or some other amenities for my visitors. So let's do this. Build the next layer up. And this will be the stands, the stadium, if you will. And I don't know how lined up you are, but let's just test you out and see. I've already used up most of my wood!
Yeah!
Thank you, idiot savant. Oh wow, did that line up that nicely? Wow, hey, look at that! That just turned out! That was lucky. Okay, well, this should be simple then. This cage is too close to you, so let's move you over. Oh, don't be a dick now. Fine. If you have to make me move you up there, I'll move you up there. Ah, why aren't you letting me flush you? Well, good thing about building walls is once their adjoining walls are in place, they can be easily snapped. I need to move you because you provide a good guide if I do. So, let's make you as snug as possible. Okay. And there we go. Now we can have walls really close all the way around. And I might make this be a balcony level so I can get more space out of the top without having to use more foundations. I did create all those wood floors. It'd be a shame to see them go to waste. Ah, that cage is going to be too tall. I'm going to need to make this 2 layers up, aren't I? That's a pain. That means if I wanted to expand this area outwards, it's going to be even more ridiculously resource consuming. Why are you being an asshole? Why don't you snap? Okay, you're just being a jerk. There we go. So, let's ring you around with another layer. Just occurs to me that that entire layer there was ancillary and is going to be deleted, but whatever. We'll finish this first. And it just occurred to me that this place is called Spectacle Island, isn't it? Am I gonna build a fucking spectacle for them? Okay. So this is my lovely little arena as it stands now. Do I want to build you further out? I think I do. Over on that side. So let me go build that further out, and then I can have maximal space for the bloody festivities that lie ahead. Ew, you're a drop-off in elevation, though. Well, I already got one that's this height, so it'll be fine. Snap! There we go. And it needs to be, I think, at least 3 for the cage and the wall behind it. Let me go measure over here. Just to make sure. I think you're only 2. You're only 2. Okay. 2 and then the wall, so I will make you 2 and then the wall, and that will be fine. Fine. Everyone likes fine. Yeah. There we go. And how many of you do I need? I'm gonna have to go buy more wood. That's lame. Well, I guess at least I can show everyone how wood farming is done, which is quite possibly one of the most boring things you can do, but yeah, it's not like I'm trying to entertain a group of people or something. Oh, you're gonna be bastard. No, you're not. Okay, wonderful. Alright. You're not gonna snap now? I'm gonna have to delete the one above you, aren't I? I might be able to save myself some space by making this area hollow, which I can then go do on the other side. So far, this monstrosity of a structure has cost me about 2,000 wood. That's an awful lot of wood. Oh, why are you being a bastard? Oh, probably because of you. Yep. Okay. Now. Oh, we're almost to the top. Don't run out of resources now. It occurs to me I'm going to have to have a way for people to get into this place. I wish they had more sophisticated stairs than just, you know, ladders, because I don't know, that seems kind of lame to just have to build ladders everywhere. Come on, there you go. And they take up so much space, for one, and maybe it's just because I suck at life and gaming, but it's very easy for me to fall off them. So I'm not really a fan of ladders in this game. Okay, okay. That's wonderful. So I can hollow you out and just build wooden floors here, which I have some stored up. I'm probably going to need to move this cage again because it doesn't like snapping things under existing. Nope, it's going to let me this time. I don't feel like moving you, so I'm just going to have to call you good enough for now. Yeah, because these stairs are a little close to this building, so... But on the other hand, they shouldn't be too bad off on this side. So let me try and finish the floor here. I have 6 of them to play with. I can probably make 10. And then I'm going to need to go harvest more wood. Too bad you can't, you know, plant trees or anything and then cut them down for wood. I mean, I know the more I suggest about this game, the more I'm wanting, like, Fallout Terraria, but I'm okay with that. I see no problems with making Games more like Terraria. So, I might just be able to finish the exterior of this monstrosity. I've never made a building quite this big, so this is... this is going to be interesting. I hope I have enough settlement size to keep up with this. Alright. So you... Why did I build you so high? Right, I knew that you'd have to come down. I just kept building you anyways. Okay, so to be flush with you... That looks flush. So I just need to now finish this encirclement, and then the one above it. And this should be a fine spot to have another cage. Yeah. Okay, let's not fall into that big hole there. That would be stupid. I'm gonna do it. I have a feeling. Okay, you decided not to snap, so let's just enter the mode. No! I'm out of resources! Okay, well. I'm going to have to rest a lot for wood. Which is fine, because I need to rest to lure monsters to my cages. So, let's do 2 birds with 1 stone. And... I'm not going to be able to build a large cage up here because I don't have a full... Oh, yes I am. Mirelurk, Rad Scorpion, Rad Stag. Yeah, let's see a Deathclaw go up against a Rad Scorpion. How about that? Wow, I'd have just enough meat to pull this off. That sounded wrong, but whatever. Okay. The cage is set. And when I come back, I damn well expect to have some creatures. So, how to get wood, because wood becomes the limiting factor if you build too much crap. First, let's go to my home in Diamond City, which is called Home Plate, because Bethesda is clever. Get it? It's a baseball park. Your home is Home Plate. Actually, I expect the Deathclaw to win handily, but it all depends, because there are different leveled variants of each type, so if I get like a high-level Rad Scorpion and a low-level Deathclaw, you never know. Mostly I just want to see these two fight, because Deathclaws and Rad Scorpions have been in Fallout since the very first game. Screw you, Mirelurks, you're a Bethesda invention. I'm going back to Black Isle. I love me some Black Isle. Alright, fair warning everybody, this part's going to be a little tedious, because if you played Skyrim, you should know how this works. Essentially, merchants restock their wares in this game about every 2 days. I don't know if it was exactly that long in Skyrim or if it was 3 days back there. But the same rule applies. Go to the merchant, buy what you want, rest in a different screen for a couple days. Rinse, wash, repeat.
Need a swatter with a little more stopping power? Stainless steel nails, my friend.
Mo, no one likes you, and you don't understand how baseball was played. Yeah, swatter never runs out of bullets, because they end up filled with them. I have to admit, I was pretty disappointed with melee in this game. Guns have usually had an edge in Fallout games. I'd argue, with the exception being Fallout 3, I'd say that unarmed was better. You just couldn't beat the Deathclaw Gauntlet and Paralyzing Palm. In Fallout 4, however, you attack so slowly and you deal comparatively low damage. And the action point cost is usually higher for comparable damage when it comes to guns versus melee. So... And BK Stunt went with a melee build, and it was apparent by around mid-level 30, 35-ish or so, that my character was just leagues above him in terms of damage output, because there are a lot more mods. Guns are suited to a lot more scenarios. It's just not fair. This game is incredibly biased in favor of guns. And I would say in this one, energy weapons actually has the advantage, because they're so much lighter. Their ammunition is plentiful and unified. There are really only 2 types of energy weapon ammunition, and that is fusion cells and plasma cartridges, whereas with guns you have 10mm, 5.56, shotgun shells, .308, you have all kinds of ammo, 50 cal. So, now granted, with guns, you can essentially get away with really 2 types of guns, and they can both be combat rifles, because you can mod a combat rifle for close range and for sniping, and that's pretty much what I did. But you can do the same with every energy weapon. You want a plasma sniper, then put a sniper scope on your plasma pistol, and it becomes a sniper rifle. So, personally, I just like energy weapons more because they're lighter. The one situation in which conventional guns would excel is probably when you're doing sneak attacks, because you can put a suppressor on almost any conventional gun and take the Mr. Sandman perk and get damage boosts that way, but I just don't see the point. I mean, well, I see the point. It's extra damage, but
Pretty chummy with that reporter, huh?
it's not that big of an advantage. Not for all the extra weight and the varied types of ammo you have to bring along. So, I've been using energy weapons in this game for a while now, and part of it has to do with the fact that I have like a 2-shot plasma rifle that I've modded up, and it deals like 500 damage a shot, which is absurd. I thought I'd have to go out and like capture animals instead of just luring them with cages, and then I'd store them in cages. I don't know. So it doesn't look like I'm going to get to show you all too much shooting in this video, but I don't really need to show off. Everyone who's played this game should be able to tell what a 2-shot plasma rifle can do in the hands of someone who has full ranks of riflemen and full ranks of science to mod the hell out of it. I'm tempted to just say 3 shipments of wood should be enough, but I'm not sure. So I don't know if I should keep doing this much longer. I'm sure no one wants to sit here forever and see me buy wood. I didn't supply power to the cages. Damn it. You're right. Yeah, I forgot about that part. Because the superstructure of the arena isn't complete yet, and I would probably need to attach things to the superstructure of the arena to get the power to all the cages. So, I'm not really sure, yeah, looking back on it, how much I could have... Well, I could have put temporary structures up. Yeah, I'll just buy 3 now, see how much wood that got me, and then I will try to at least power the damn cages. Yeah, that was a boneheaded move. Thanks for pointing that out. Okay, let's buy my last shipment of wood and hope it's enough.
Pick up a swatter, right?
Yeah, what you said didn't match your subtitles. Thanks, Mo. You suck. Go away. FYI, Mo, baseball sucked when it existed, so... This is also the settlement where I built a lot of robots in the last DLC. And gave them snarky shithead names. I think I primarily use them as scavengers, but they're also little flying robots with dual Gatling lasers. Just in case I need extra defense, even though I have like 500 defense at this settlement for no good reason. And no, it's still daytime? Let me see if I can find one of my little robots. There you are. Robo-Dink. Everyone loves Robo-Dink. Yeah.
Don't much care for good
Spark Nuts and Gear Tard.
Nothing but trouble.
That's a lot of the family right there. Well, I guess I can't expect to have captured anything, can I? So... how much wood do I got? Can I finish up the structure? And... no, go away. Where are you? Floors. Shack foundation. Yeah, that got me just over 300 wood. Which I hope is enough to finish off this. I only have 2 more of these to go, some floors and then some ladders, so it should be enough. Should be enough. Okay, let's get this flooring in here. Yeah. Thanks for the retard laugh. And now you're going to be picky about where I can place you, so let me knock down these walls. So I can put you flush. Because it matters, damn it. It matters. Okay. Now I can put you right back where you belong. If the game will let me, you will. Thank you very much, game. And let me build my ladders on this side, going down. JQ! There we go. No more gaps in my foundation. Another thing I hate about this is it uses up so much space to build these ladders, making my already somewhat small arena into a smaller one. If I was smarter, I probably would have and should have just built like some junk fences. Yeah. Circling off an area, but those are really, really finicky about what they'll snap to. Okay, it's taking a lot of wood, but I should have just enough. Come on. Not gonna... let me put this on the bottom here. There you go. I saw you snap. Let me do it. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Hey. You know, nah. This just leads right into a ditch. That's kind of lame. What are you gonna do, though, right? This is a perfect case of fuck it, good enough. I suppose I could bring the wall back one more space if I really cared that much, but I don't really care that much. So let's knock a hole in you. Yeah, I could do it too. And then I'd have some more room before this little ditch, or I could just build some flooring and have it go over that, but I don't really care, it's fine. So, let me see to the majestic task of getting some... God. That arena's a little more substantial than I planned. Where can I build power sources for this that will be protected and easy to run? Huh. Well, you're pretty close to the ground already, and I don't want to have to build this too high. So I'm thinking of building it on a height somewhere. So that'll probably be the place to do it. In the meantime, since I again don't have the wood for any more craziness, I will just... yeah, I'll build a stopgap, a temporary measure to get me some power over here. Where are my pylons? Lights. There we go. Controls and switches. This little dinky thing will do fine. Come on. There we go. And you will have to work for now. And hopefully I can do something similar with you. You might be too far away, though. Let us see. Nope, you're close enough. So that's how I will get power to this place temporarily, while I go and build, or go gather more wood. Oops. Are you just too far away? Yeah, you're a bastard. Okay, that'll have to do. And no, of course you're gonna make me build another one. That's fine, I'm tearing it all down when I'm ready to build the full thing anyways. And this time, when I go collect wood, it still sounds awful, I should have something to show for it at the end. In fact, I'm wondering if I should just build more damn cages while I'm here. Now, the whole point was to do a proof of concept. Now, if I want more space, I think I can build this part of the arena out too. And like I said I wouldn't do earlier, now I'm thinking again, I might be able to build you out further as well. And the whole point of this would be to get as many cages in here as possible. Although another thing I could do is get rid of some of these ladders. Well, before I dissect my arena to see what I can do to appease my desire to stack as much shit as possible in here. I better save it. I could get rid of all these ladders except for 2. Maybe give this a more substantial landing for things to run across on. So maybe I could build you out, build a balcony out one, and then have some smaller cages under where most of these stairs are, but I'd remove them. Just a thought, something I could do. But let's test out proof of concept first, make sure all this crap actually works. To do which I will need more wood. Yes. Well, I guess I don't really need more wood, but I need to spend some time resting and letting this work, so I might as well get more wood while I do it, right? By the way, if anyone here who's watching this, and there are a surprising number of you from my crappy stream, if you know of any places to get wood that I do not know of, and again, wipe that perversion out of your mind, you filthy bastards, by all means, let me know in the comments section, because as far as I know, the only place you can buy wood is from Diamond City. But I will not go on record as to say that is the only place in the game, or that there aren't any other merchants that will sell you such a unexpectedly precious crafting resource. Oh boy. So, resting. Let me talk to my girlfriend here. Tell her a bit about this expansion. She's going to love some of these crafting options. I'll hurry up and rest that last hour. There we go. Oh, I guess you all will get to see some combat. I get to defend one of my settlements, and I will point out some aspects of this settlement. I've been meaning to make a settlement video where I just kind of go around and talk about settlements and how I built around some of the restrictions many of them have. And Hangman's Alley is one of the more oppressive settlements. You have very little space, and it is entirely in the middle of a city. It's an alley. I mean, not a great place to build a settlement.
Pick up a swatter, right?
I'll take a look.
So
sure.
There are some interesting compromises that have to be made to build a settlement. A settlement that functions in Hangman's Alley. Let's make sure my laser rifle is good to go. I'm not going to use my plasma rifle despite me touting how awesome it is. Because for most of these engagements, they are overpowered. Crap, am I still playing on very hard difficulty? I think I am. I should probably tone that down so I don't get murdered and have everyone laugh at me on Twitch. Oh well. I'll worry about that in a bit. I was playing on very hard to try and scum for some legendary weapons a while back, and my character can usually handle it, because she is a very high-level character with ballistic weave and good weapons and a fairly nice slew of combat-oriented perks, but still. Shit happens, and enemies take more shots, they do more damage, and there's just a great chance my settlers will end up in the crossfire. So, let me go and adjust that down. Unless I already did. No, I did not. So let me take it down to normal. Because I'm not trying to show everyone here how badass I am. Super mutants. Looks like they're going to be out here this time. And some of them are going to be spawned in these buildings. See how that super mutant just kind of moonwalked out of that building? Doesn't look like this one's going to be so lucky. So.
We are unstoppable!
Well, yes, if you're going to spawn inside of buildings, you're pretty unstoppable. Are they throwing explosives at me through buildings? Yeah, I think they are. Another reason why Hangman's Alley sucks. Enemies will spawn through buildings. Oh, come on. I just got knocked off the steps by my own settler. Okay. Let me take what gear of theirs I like, which is all of it. And I guess all I have left now are the super mutants that are stuck in buildings outside of my settlement. Unless they magically came unglued when I wasn't there. Which would be ideal, but... no. They're shooting at each other through the wall. Oh, a raider. Now, I have penetrating shot, so if I could just VATS this guy... there we go, you're dead. Just critical shot him through the wall, because penetrating shot means penetrating shot. And of course you guys are going to be getting in my way.
Suffer and bleed!
Well, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do much more here, because he's way in this building. Good job, Bethesda. So, I guess I'll just hope that it counts me as victorious. Because I killed all of them but one. And there's not really anything I can do about this last one. So... that was an interesting little diversion. Let me get far enough away so I can fast travel. What the hell happened here, I wonder? It's like dogs fought mongrel dogs. Mutant dogs. Hey, a legendary. Watch it give me a legendary walking stick.
Guess it was
No? Sniper rifle. You're not gonna need that shit anymore. Okay. More mutants up there. I'm just gonna get drawn into endless combat if I keep going that way. So... let's see if I can get back to Diamond City now. Apparently I can. Yes, level 114. Which in technical parlance means you've been playing this game too damn long. So, let me continue what I was doing. Rest to get more wood, and hopefully no more settlements will... Actually, you know what? Maybe it's not a bad thing that settlements get attacked right now, because getting a little monotonous even for me. So maybe it'll be okay. And it gives me a chance... fuck, I didn't bother to show off that settlement. Oh well, you all live. I'm sure I'll be making many, many more videos. Oh boy, well, I just lost any opportunity of getting my girlfriend to do anything other than Fallout 4 the next week. Because she is going to be playing on settlements and making indoor nurseries and building all kinds of new stuff. I'm not going to tell her too much. Last thing anyone wants is to sit here and hear me typing all day. Well, I guess the game's not really doing anything either. Still, I should be entertaining my audience with fun and songs and dance and... I don't really know any songs. Oh, yes I do. You got what I need. See, I'm going Biz Marquee on y'all. But you say he's just a friend. And you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you. Okay, that's enough of that. I've tormented everyone enough. Damn you loading screens. Making me sing. I should probably, instead of playing to my great weaknesses, think about something Fallout-y to say. Hey, look at that. It counted Hangman's Alley as being successfully defended. I guess my settlers finally collapsed the building in around that super mutant. Shut up, Mo. Oops. Didn't want to do that.
Let's see what you have.
Genuine article.
I accidentally used a stim pack there. Well, you gotta have some use for stim packs, right? I mean, this character almost never has to use stim packs. It's rare even in very hard mode. And, oh man, so tired of gathering wood. But I need to keep in mind that I'm also killing time to see if my cages brought me any friends. Yes, friends. So why not kill two birds with one stone, huh? Then once those cages have critters in them, I suppose I can go back and, yeah, make them fight and see how that works. Because I think we've all been messing around with this expansion far too long to not see a Deathclaw and a Rad Scorpion kill each other. Okay, one more rest. I'll go buy the wood, and then I think I will... Should I buy one more bundle of wood after this to give it enough time to ensure both critters show up? Might be a wise idea, but I'm kind of getting sick of doing this. So I will just call it a trip after this and head back to Spectacle Island. Loading. The bane of console owners' existence. That and shittier performance, but I'm not made out of money, damn it. I'm not buying a gaming PC. I have a laptop that can play all my GOG games, and that is enough for me. I've wanted to build a gaming PC for a while. I just don't like buying things off of Steam, because I like owning my games. I don't like DRM, so I usually do get a PC that is mid-spec, and then I go back and play games a few years after they've come out, and by then they're dirt cheap. They have all the mods ever. So that's how I PC game these days. And I'll probably do that with Fallout 4. Like, in 2020, I will probably have a PC that I can use to play Fallout 4. Assuming my laptop can't, because this game is not very demanding. And then I'll replay it again with all the mods and all that shit. That's what I did with Oblivion and Skyrim, and I do get jealous of the performance of PCs sometimes, but not enough to spend the money to go buy one. Oh, it's still day. Let's see. Oh, Arena, have you any presents for me? I'll build all this crap, and then I'll find out that creatures need a way to get in here. It's closed. Looks like we've caught things, huh? Okay, wonderful. Alright, what everyone has presumably been waiting for. We have a Deathclaw of unknown level, and a Rad Scorpion of the same. And it is time to watch them fight, to see how this all works. So, if anyone wants to make any bets which they think will win, we will have Team Deathclaw and Team Rad Scorpion. And because I don't want to throw this away, I'm going to quick save to see how this goes. I should probably see what I can do. Can I assign? Nope, doesn't look like I can do anything with that. So it looks like I'll need to buy some perks before I can mess with it. This is closed, but I can't open it. So it seems that the only way to open this and start the death feud is by directly cutting the power. Looks like I will need to invest in Animal Friend and I can't remember the name of the other perk, but looks like I'll have to invest in some perks to get full control over this. But for now, this will have to do. And I'm hoping this Deathclaw can't, like, jump super high or anything, so let's see how this works. Oh, my turret's already firing at it, but don't worry, Deathclaw, you're safe. I'll get you a friend. Huh? Are you a legendary? No? Deathclaw, or Red Scorpion Predator. Albino Deathclaw. Ah, my citizens are gonna come. And they don't want to fight each other for whatever reason. Come over here! Because if I can't set them on different teams... Okay, so I see how that works. So it looks like I'm going to need those perks before my arena is functional. So let's reload. I will get those perks, and then we can test out how this is supposed to work. Sorry for the blank screen. Then I will set up those arena pads, and I will assign my critters to different teams. So it looks like if you want the full arena experience, you're going to have to invest some perks into it. Because unfortunately the critters won't just fight on their own. So let me refresh what perks I need again. It was located in the cages, and I'm going to need this. Animal Friend and Wasteland Whisperer, which are both charisma perks, if I'm not mistaken. Fortunately, I anticipate needing to spend perks. I have 22 of them saved up. Oh, Wasteland Whisperer, all the way down there. I can already buy Animal Friend. It's Wasteland Whisperer, that's gonna suck. So let's do that. Now I should be able to build that item. Thank you for the autosave, Bethesda. I don't know what I would do without you. And I'll build you near a power pylon. Are you powered? Yes, you are. I can only pacify targets my level or lower. Well, I don't think any enemies in this game get to level 114, so it should be fine. Okay, so this should allow me... Right. Will be non-aggressive towards you and your settlers. That's what I want. So we will make you be the blue team pylon. Assign them, blah, blah, blah. With powered gates. I might have to learn how to do that. That actually does make sense. Oh! I see what I can do now. I can build switches to control the outflow of electricity to my cages. That's going to be a pretty complicated little bit of work there. Especially when I start racking up multiple cages. So I'm going to wait to do that. And I'm just going to get this little test done. And then I will worry about that nonsense. But yeah, I can see that was pretty duh. I should have thought about that myself. Make a powered cage and essentially control the power to it instead of having to delete the line. That would be a less idiotic way to do it. Connectors and switches. Right. Pressure plate, so I can just stand on a plate to do that. So you'd think... Let's see how I can do this. Can't put you on your side. Can I put you on the back of the cage? Alright, let's see if I can actually run a line to you. Ah, I have to run a line from here to here. Well, probably should have deleted that line second or later. You're not going to go, are you? Because you're going to clip. That's the problem with switches, is getting them to work with each other. Because it appears it needs a whole wall to be flush onto it. And I can't just build it on something like that, unfortunately. That would have made sense. The Deathclaw at least is my friend. Produces 10 defense, huh? That's awesome. Okay. No, Deathclaw. Can't I assign you? Okay, how do I make them fight each other if I can't assign it to one of the platforms? Huh. Can I only make... I can't make beasts fight beasts, it seems? Unless I just haven't figured this out. No, it doesn't seem like I can... assign the Deathclaw to the farm. Problem is I can't select these creatures and assign them to anything, it seems. Which makes me wonder... I guess you can't have creature-on-creature fighting. Unless there's something I'm not understanding. No, I can't do that. Okay, I let my Deathclaw out. Let's make it easier for you to get out. Get out! There we go. Maybe I can find a settler, or better yet, let me use one of my robots and see if I can assign my robot to... But I think I'd have to leave them as hostiles. Because I can command you. And I can... Yes, I can assign you to this team. So it looks like I can have my robots fight each other, for what good that does. But I can't assign my creatures to them. And let's just try and get some use out of this arena. Even though it's nighttime out. It's nighttime, so I'll rest. I don't feel like setting up lights yet, so let's let the power of the sun do its job. Sorry, Deathclaw. What are you whining about? Oh, there we go! Fight it out! Fight it out! Oh, you're so fucked, Robo-Dink. No? Robo-Dink wins? Holy crap, Robo-Dink, you are amazing. I did not think Robo-Dink would be beating a Deathclaw. So it appears I can't assign creatures to fight creatures, but I can assign settlers to fight in the arena. And I can assign robots to fight robots. And I could probably put a settler in here and make them fight my creatures, although that just seems like a good way to lose settlers. Now, I wonder if robots, or not robots, raiders and gunners function any differently. Because if I can't assign those, kind of a big what's the point. Robo-Dink, kill that rad scorpion! There you are. Come on, Robo-Dink. There you go. And this rad scorpion is just suicidal. He doesn't care. He's taking a lot more damage than that Deathclaw did. So, let me see. I'm probably going to reload this, but... Okay, at what rank do I get to start commanding things with these perks? I'm going to incite it to attack. Well, that's all I really wanted to do. So maybe I just have to use... these perks in conjunction with the new building things I get. And then I might be able to just assign my creatures to fight each other. Which is less than ideal. I would hope that putting two hostile creatures into an arena together would just make them fight on their own, but apparently that is not how things are going to work. So, let me see what I can do about this switch situation here. Connectors and switches, pressure plate. This might actually be the go-to, and then I can activate these cages by stepping on a pressure plate. So, alright, and okay. Yeah, that works. That'll work fine. Right, I forgot to buy those perks, so let me buy those perks right now. And then maybe I can tame this Deathclaw. Oh, I did buy those perks. I just didn't build the beta thing. Okay.
Stop right there.
Ah, it didn't work. Well, let me try with my rad scorpion. See, that's another problem with relying on the perks to do it, because there's a good chance that you won't actually succeed. So right now it seems like I can only make my followers.
Nice.
There we go. Okay. I pacified you. That doesn't mean you're my friend. My idiot villagers are provoking a glowing Deathclaw with pipe pistols, so... Let me buy another rank of this. Give it specific commands. Incite it to attack. That was the one I wanted. Yes, thank you, autosave. You're a doll.
Attack!
You're not going to attack? Can they not get down these stairs? I'm curious. Hey, Deathclaw. Over here. No? Huh. Maybe these things can't get down these stairs. Oh, no, you're just behind the stairs somehow. Okay, so that didn't work. Let me try playing with... I guess raiders. Looks like I might need to find another way to get critters into the arena as well. Because they don't seem to like going down those ladders. But you definitely seem to need a... Oh, well... Right, that will work. That will work. Now I'm thinking about it. The game said that gunners and raiders are always hostile. And if you build a beta wave emitter for Deathclaws, that should make it that the Deathclaws are hostile to the raiders and gunners by default. And that will work fine. So it looks like if you want to do anything even remotely fun, you need Wasteland, Whisperer, and Animal Friend, which are... They're not great perks. Wasteland Whisperer is alright because it allows you to essentially take big bad foes out of the fray entirely. And if you're dealing with Mirelurk Queens and Deathclaws, that's not a bad gig to be able to take one out of the fight. So let me go ahead and make another hard save in case I repent of wanting these perks. And then I will build all this stuff up, keep my perks, and we will see how this all plays out. But it also means I am likely going to need a... going to need to build more cages for gunners and raiders. So, let me just do something real quick here. I said earlier I was going to build a balcony.
Yeah!
Thank you for that input there. And so now I shall build a balcony. Should probably be building nicer looking walls in this, don't you think? Whatever. Oops. And if I build like this, I can attach switches to these walls. Alright. Have them hopefully linked up to these cages. There's just something more depraved about having pressure plates that activate Mortal Kombat. But switches are kind of elegant in their own way. So we will do that. This will be how we release creatures. And let me build that beta wave. I think it's beta wave emitter? Where was that at? In the cages over here. So let's do that. And... right, I gotta buy this perks. And I will get rank 2 in each of them. So I can incite things to attack. Even if I can't get them to attack normally. Which I should be able to. Okay. So let's wait for it to save, and then we will build more cages. Like I said, I wanted to expand this out one, get rid of these stairs. If the creatures can't get down the stairs, though, I might not want to do that. I might have to just build all the cages on a lower level somehow. I don't know. I don't know how it will work. But these might have to be a lot closer to the ground if they are incapable of coming down the stairs. Because I don't know of any other ladders or stairs or ramps I can build that will be more friendly to these creatures. It's about the friendliest thing I can build for them. But if that's not good enough, I might just have to... Well... Or I could just build a flat plane across and just suck up the fact that I'm not going to be able to have a nice sandy arena bottom. Which I find aesthetically pleasing, but if that can't happen, that can't happen. So what can you do? And in that case, I would just, I guess, try and build fencing around the outside to keep my settlers safe from any of the conflict going on within. I don't know. Lots of play testing to be done here, but we will call this a go for now. Let me build some cages for raiders and whatnot. Not large cages, medium cages. Feral ghoul cages. Now that's very blood sporty. So let's build one of you. Let's build a gunner cage. And let's build a raider cage. And then finish it out with a super mutant cage. That sounds good to me. Oh, these cages are so stupid. I love them. Like, seriously, who the hell would fall for this? Okay. That's good fun. Let me give myself a way out of here. What am I doing? Go to the damn stairs. There we are. And I hope I have enough power for all of these, because it's being powered from over here. Now that I think about it, I could just build another big-ass generator. You know what? I'm not going to bother with it until I know for sure that I need more power. Okay, let's build some switches so we can unleash the beasts in style. Okay. 4. They don't need to be... what's the word? Evenly spaced yet. I will nitpick about that later. Come on, let's link them all up. There we go. And now... you're too small. I should have figured. That's annoying. So it looks like I will have to go an extra step. I'll worry about making this all clean later, but for now, I will just run pylons. Gotta learn how this all really works and what I can do with it before I bother nitpicking the aesthetics too much more. I wasted enough time with that on the foundation earlier. Okay. And there we go. Let's just get you all powered up. Should also make a switch that controls all the other switches, but I'm not going to do that yet. Okay, you are all powered, right? Yes? Good, looks like it. Okay, then unfortunately it is time to go back to Diamond City and get more wood, aka kill more time. Holy crap, these headphones are murdering me. And then in about a week, so maybe 3 more runs of this, then maybe then it'll be time to come back and see if I caught anything, and then I will... Well, I'll just release everything when I get back and see what... And I might change the design a bit and put... Okay, so let's go. Day 1. Yeah. Why does it take so long for the game to tick through each hour? I mean, it's not like you're going to be attacked by random enemies, right? They darken the screen, so I don't even see it directly loading different lighting effects as the day goes by. I know Oblivion did that. So why the hell just rest? Just rest. I don't need the damn theatrics. Okie dokie. Let's go one more time, and then I should be able to buy wood. And then I will have a ghoul, a deathclaw, a gunner, a raider, and a rad scorpion. Yes. And I just want to see everything kill each other. Kill each other and murder until murder cannot be murdered anymore. And I might need to rethink my arena's design yet again based on how everything seems to be working out. I'm thinking a flat floor for everyone to fight on might be the key course of action if things can't get down those stairs. And I might change the design a bit and put the medium-sized cages on the long parts of the arena so I can have more of them and keep the large beasts on the smaller rectangular ends. If that makes any sense to anybody. That's what's going through my mind anyways. And we'll see how that all works out. Because I want a big, beautiful damn arena.
My dad says outside to shoot people.
Yeah, I shoot people. Fucking stupid kid. I hate kids in video games.
Remember, swatters will win you the game.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Shut up, Mo.
Swatter never...
Shut up, Mo. Oh, if you didn't sell wood. Well, if he didn't sell wood, I wouldn't have to hear him all the time and probably wouldn't be as annoyed by him. So, let's get another 2 days of resting done. Assign the Deathclaw to farm. That would be... Well, in Fallout 2, they did have intelligent Deathclaws. And you have to think, their claws would be pretty handy at furrowing a field, you know? So maybe it's not as absurd as you're thinking. Deathclaws might make good farmers. Something tells me they wouldn't like what grew out of the ground, but that's what you have Brahmin for, right? Yeah. Come on. I don't need you to make the noises. Just load up the next rest screen. I think it was the Enclave in Fallout 2 were breeding intelligence into Deathclaws in Navarro. And when you have something that is as big and as fast and as powerful as a Deathclaw, you don't want it to be smarter than you too. That just seems like a bad idea. Okay, there's been 4 days. I'm gonna go buy some more wood because I am definitely going to need it to build an arena that is worth having. And it is going to be the mother of all arenas at this rate. If my dreams hold up, anyways. So, I want to get these creatures fighting each other more reliably before I commit any more resources to a mega arena.
Now, don't be shy. You're never too old.
Right? Let's see what you got.
Baseball.
I want a Wasteland arena not seen since the time of the Romans, damn it. We'll see if I have enough settlement size to build that, though. I might not be able to do so. And it just occurred to me I might have been able to build an arena at Nordhagen Beach, but I don't know if the settlement size is big enough to let me do it. Not just size as in the arbitrary build number that Bethesda limits you to, but the actual physical space encompassed might not have been big enough for my grandiose arena. And if this place is proving to be too small for what I need, I can always tear down my light boxes that I want to reform anyways. Of course, if anything, I wanted to build more of them. If anyone has the PC version, is there a mod that essentially removes the settlement size from settlements? I mean, I assume there are still settlement sizes in the PC version. I'm not sure, but I assume there are. And if there's a mod that removes it, because that seems like a no-brainer mod to me. Because if you have the PC that's strong enough to run all this shit, I don't see why you should be limiting yourself to a certain number of objects per settlement. Okay, that should be the last rest. Now let me go and buy more wood, then we'll go back to Spectacle Island. And hopefully I will have captured some filthy, smelly bipeds for me to make fight. And it might not be a great fight, because all the creatures are going to be releasing near the Deathclaw, which...
Need a swatter with a little more stopping power?
Which might end to them all shooting at each other right outside the cage, so... Okay. That'll do it for wood for now. Seems like Bethesda should have given you a little bit more in the way of options for carrying this out. I mean, it seems kind of lame that you can't assign creatures to teams. And if you can't assign gunners and ghouls and anything else either... great, a radiation storm. Who's attacking me? Wow, whatever it was got blown the hell up. I don't even know where its body went. I just saw it flying through the air. Well, that'll teach you to mess with me. Yeah, okay. So, let us go and rest for a while, because I hate radiation storms. They make it impossible to see any damn thing. And it's also a little late in the afternoon. So yeah, we'll be resting until... I'll cut it off at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. is enough rest for any one time. There we go. Come on, save the game so I can move. There you go. Yeah, kind of a little dark. Let's give it one more hour. And again with the saving. Come on, you. Alrighty. Now... one more time. Let's try this. How are my cages? Looks like we got ourselves a host of creatures. So, let's remove the ladder. And... I kind of want to build a wall up over here to keep my turrets and settlers out of things. But let's hope they'll focus on the Deathclaw instead. Did I build a beta wave emitter? No, I never got around to it. So I'm about to screw myself up again. Let's not do that. I'll go build one of you right now. Right, I don't want to connect you to a switch or anything, because I don't want to end up turning you off when I want fighting to occur. So, let's release the Deathclaw.
We're hot.
Oh, it unleashed them all. They're fighting each other. Get him, Deathclaw, get him! Yes! No, they don't really seem to like those stairs. Oh! He got down there. Yeah, the stairs are a definite problem for them. So are those two still fighting? It looks like they are, but... Yeah, they are. Get him, Deathclaw! Oh, that's fun. Ah, Deathclaw Matriarch. So... Okay, so we learned what a problem is. Those ladders are definitely not okay. The game does not like them, so... I will have to build a floor, and then we will give it a better test and see if they move around better on the floor. Which means I'm probably going to end up sinking the combat part of my arena to lower ground, if I can get away with it. Which I don't... Yeah, no, I might not be able to make it lower than that. Okay, well, I guess it's a good thing I bought so much wood then. Because creatures in this game do not like these floors. They are apparently too complicated for them. And they ended up fighting right next to the cages like I thought they would, so for a more practical arena setup, I might have to just intersperse the cages amongst the fighting area. And maybe that will make for more interesting battles. I don't think I can move the cages while they have creatures in them, though, so that will have to wait. So let's just get this taken care of real quick. Build a little floor. And... looks like we do have some joyous fighting that can ensue. At least between the humanoids.
Yeah.
You know, I'm curious. Do they make metal floors? I don't think they do. No. Only make wood floors, and not really any that screams arena to me. I wish they would make some like metal grates. That would be, well, that would be great, wouldn't it? Yes, that was a pun I meant to say, so can't pretend otherwise there. Let's go build my floor. Wasting all the wood I spent so much time harvesting. But at least this will make a nice flat surface, and then I can put various decorations on it later. Since apparently creatures are not smart enough to navigate the ladders in this game. And Bethesda couldn't be bothered to give us anything resembling ramps or anything like that, so... Oh, come on. Go there. Oh no, my settlement went to large size. We're running out of room! I might not be able to make the awesome arena of my dreams no matter what. Which is a shame. Of course, I have a lot of redundant turrets in this place I could tear down, but... Now, I made an oversight here.
Hell no!
I made another one right there.
I'll wear your guts around my neck!
So let's see them all fight. Go at it! And I forgot to build my beta wave emitter again, which is kind of dumb. I think I just got shot by one of my own turrets. Sorry, Deathclaw. So that looks like how arenas are going to function in this. This doesn't look like much of an arena to me. You can set teams, but who wants to risk their own settlers? Raiders are always hostile. So I should probably stop looking at it like, well, why can't you set teams and make them fight each other? I should probably look at it more along the lines of setting the teams is really only there if you want things you control to be able to go at it, which seems unnecessarily limiting, but at least you can make some really cool murder bots and have them fight it out. So that is something. Although everything else is just going to have to be grand melees against nasty beasts, free-for-alls at that. That looks like what we're limited to, unless I'm missing something, which could very well be the case. So, now these cages are empty. I should be free to move them around as I wish. But I'm out of wood again, so I'm going to need to buy more of that if I want to expand this place. Which, given its limitations, I'm not sure I need to do. Instead, what I might do, if I get rid of this outside ring of foundations, I can just build walls and set the cages right up here against the walls. And then I can build a balcony out one, which is where people can stand to watch things and where all the electrical can run and all that fun shit. And that would essentially allow me to expand my arena one outwards without having to do any more work. That would probably be the easiest, most resource savvy way to do it. See what I mean here. Alright, so I could build walls here and then have floors that come out like this. Give me my floor. There we go. No. And then I would set my cages of course you do damage to them. That's another problem. You're going to have to spend more resources every time. Because it looks like they're going to damage the cages in every fight. But then I can, if I could see what I'm doing, move a cage over here, like so. And then the top part would be where I would walk around. the bottom part would be where all the fighting and fun takes place. Huh? And that might be how I build my arena. Seeing how everything works as it does. Yeah, that would work out fine. That would work out fine, I think. Of course, then it's not nearly as impressive of a structure as I was hoping, but... well, I guess it still looks pretty badass from over here, doesn't it? It's still a pretty big, imposing... what the fuck is wrong with this guy? He has enough time to sit here and play with this sort of arena. And I might even have some space left over to build lights and all that other fun stuff. Yeah, that might be how things go. So, that's a rudimentary look at Wasteland Workshop and all the things that it allows you to build. I hope here I covered the basics of arenas, of making things fight. This is probably an overly grand scale for what Bethesda actually lets you do, looking at it now. Little disappointed in the lack of scale and scope for this. Because damn it, I had dreams and they're not being fulfilled with the carnage provided. But it will be interesting to build all these cages and expand my arena in the way that I outlined. I might do another video once this is all up and running so you all can see it. But this is going to involve me collecting a lot of wood and sitting around doing very uninteresting things, so I think I will call this a stream. Thank you for everyone who showed up. There were about 22 of you at the high point, 23, something like that, which is pretty outstanding for one of my little streams, so I hope you all had fun and got to see a little bit of what Wasteland Workshop had to offer. And that will do it for me. I will catch you guys later.